Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to this Ecosystems and Biodiversity section. My name is Huang Wang. I'm assistant professor at National Taiwan University. And myself and Dr. Suzuki will be in charge of this afternoon section. And today, I was in charge of the first three, and Dr. Suzuki will take over the remaining talks. Today, the first talk is Information Management System for Forest Dynamic Research in Taiwan Content Management System Approach. The speaker will be Huang Wang. You're Huang Wang. Yeah, we should. Okay.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. I'm very glad I have the chance to share in the cross domains experience with you. I think maybe most of you are from the remote sensing or other areas. So we talking about the forest dynamics is maybe you never heard about this, but I think this topic is important in global climate change and especially in Earth observations. And why we talking about these topics? Because we help the forest scientists in Taiwan to build these systems. My name is Huang Wang, and our team is Ecological Informatics Research Group from Taiwan Forestry Research Institute. Let me introduce the forest dynamic plot. The forest dynamic plots, FDP, was initiated by Dr. Stephen Hubbles of Princeton University and Dr. Robin Foster of Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute. They used forest dynamics plot to study the tropical forest dynamics and the regenerations in 1980s. And the United States National Science Foundation supported to set up the first forest FDP in BCI Island, Barro Colorado Island in Panama. And this first FDP is 50 hectares. And after the first census, they recensus this plot every 5 years. And they're using standard census protocols. And within this plot, trees with diameters at breadth height greater than or equal to 1 centimeters within this plot were identified to species and tagged and mapped and measured their DBH and the recensus every 5 years. So that will generate huge amounts of individual trees data. For example, this map is 25 hectare plots in northern Taiwan. And with this plot data, what can we do? Scientists can understand the dynamics of forest, for example, the forest growth, the mortality, and the recruitment. And using this data, scientists can understand how the global climate change affects the forest growth and the carbon sequestrations in forest ecosystems, and the most important for sustainable forest management. And this plot data can be ground truth data for Earth observation. In Centers for Smithsonian CTFS, Center for Tropical Forest Research, they have more than 40 plots around the world. But in Taiwan, we have 3 plots in northern, central, and southern Taiwan. But that 3 plots were databased in CDFS. But besides these plots, we still have 13 FDP plots with areas greater than 1 hectares from northern Taiwan to southern Taiwan along the central range from low elevation to high elevations. And this plot across the low elevation to high elevation, and they also represent different forest ecosystems. But how about these huge forest data were managed in Taiwan? For now, there are only 3 FDP plot data in CDF's databases. Other 13 data sets were scattered in researchers' personal computers in Microsoft Excel or Access format. And without, like this, is major data. They have a survey year, date, and the species name, and the coordinate of each individual trees, and the DBH. But these data are saved in personal computers without metadata documentation. So in such a situation, it's very hard to exchange data from between researchers or other researchers from different domains. It's not easy for them to understand the data sets. So our group, using the content management systems to build a forest information management system for the forest scientists in Taiwan. And we choose Drupal. It's open source content management systems. And why we choose it? Because it's very flexible in content type customization. We can build any content type by our need. And it's also very powerful because it has many modules developed and supported by the broad user communities. So we used this CMS to build such a information management systems. We use, besides the core modules, we also use the content construction kit, views bonus, and most important is Drupal ecological information management system. It's 4 main modules to build this information management systems. And the Drupal ecological information management system was developed by US Long-Term Ecological Research Network Office. It's a custom content types and views. It's able to manage ecological metadata and other informations. And using this module, we can combine all the metadata and other information like researchers, projects, and sites in the content management system. It's easy to view the whole detailed information about each site. And it also can serve in metadata in ecological metadata language and biological data profile. These 2 standards are international data exchange standard. They were all in XML format. So these systems can generate the metadata in these 2 formats. It facilitates the data exchange. And the DAMs create 6 related content types like persons and data sets. Persons allows creation of contact information of each researchers in each plot. And data sets describe the basic information of the data like the title, abstract, etc. And data file structures describe the details about data contained in spreadsheet or the raw data. And the research site content is described about the location of each research. And variables describe each variables in the raw data set. And this research project describe the information about a large project if this census was under a big project. So you can see using this custom content type, We have the researchers' information and data. Data sets information. It's all the metadata about the data set. And the data file structure, how many variables in this data set, and the definition like of each variables and the unit of each variables. And this detailed description of each plot. With all the information using this custom content type and entered in these systems, it can generate the EML standard documents. You can see these EML formats of metadata. So with these systems, it facilitates the data exchange. But now, the researchers or forest scientists in Taiwan, they still have not consensus on data property right and the use policies. So now, in present stage, we can only share the metadata and the detailed information of the raw data. But the original raw data can't be downloaded for public use now. And in the future, we try to use the linked open data technologies using resource description framework supported module to expose the raw data to public. And we hope this system can be a data sharing open platform for transdisciplinary collaborations. Like remote sensing scientists, they need the ground truth data. In Taiwan, they can get some information from this site, and they get the contact information with the forest scientists. They can talk about the detail how to exchange data and the collaborations using this platform. And we like to give special thanks to Professor Chang Fu of National Taiwan University and Guo Zhenyang of Providence University and Xie Zhongxin of Taiwan University for their generosity to sharing the research data to build this system. Thank you very much.
Any questions? So we have 5 minutes warning, 3 minutes warning, and 2 minutes warning.
Okay. If we have an intention to use float data for the remote sensing validation data, I think tree height data is better than DBH. So tree height data is better than DBH, diameter and breadth height. Is it difficult to measure the tree height at the forest plot in Taiwan?
I think it's not easy to measure the tree height because the topography in Taiwan is very steep. Sometimes it's hard to measure the true height. But the forest scientists, they try to measure the tree height. Yes.
Okay. I think so satellite remote sensing cannot estimate the DBH of each tree stand. So I think I thought tree height is better information for the sensing.
But the forest scientists, they measure DBH. Sometimes they also record the tree height. I'm not sure if each plot they have tree height data, but some big plots, like 25 hectares plots, they recensus this plot every 5 years. I think this can be a ground truth data for remote sensing, maybe.
Any other questions?
I'll just follow the first question because in the other session, it just happened that another speaker, the first speech, is about LiDAR technology. which can be used to measure true height, I believe. So it just happened that both speech even as the first one in 2 sessions. So maybe the 2 speakers can talk to each other, maybe can find some research topic of common interest. Thanks.
Okay, time's up. Let's move to the second talk. It's by National Zhongxin University. The topic is